Slavery is better than death? No? It's funny they should have Christopher Columbus say that, because the real Christopher Columbus, he was the kind of guy that was like, slavery, death? Why not both? In 1495, there was the massacre of Hispaniola. Christopher Columbus, he raised up an army and he attacked Hispaniola, killing tens of thousands of people. We assume he actually didn't keep a death toll. He just killed indiscriminately. He sicked dogs out on women and children, mastiffs, and they would just tear villages apart, literally, without any constraint at all. They would have one small party of soldiers attack a village, knowingly that the villagers would run a certain way to escape, and then would have people on a horseback with spears, stabbing and unaliving men, women, and children who were unarmed and unaware of what's going on. And one of them said, this is the easiest thing. It's like cutting down flowers in a field. And if you're like, okay, Jesus Christ, couldn't get worse than that. No, it did. So of all the people on the island, about everyone died except for 1,500 people. Those became slaves. I want to also bring this up. Several thousands were mutilated. They had their hands lopped off. Now, of the 1,500 that they were able to capture, 500 of the best specimen, their words, not mine, were sent over to Europe. Of the 500 people on that boat, 200 dropped dead during the boat trip. And if you're thinking, well, hey, this was olden days, people died on boats, happened in the transatlantic slave trade, the average percentage of people dying on the transatlantic slave trade, which we all know, horrible conditions, about 2 to 5%. 2 to 5% on average was the amount of people that died during the transatlantic slave trade on a boat. During this trip, which was heralded by Christopher Columbus, 200 of the 500 people died. That's 40%. If you're like, Jesus, what? Well, they probably had it coming, right? They were cannibals or something. I think someone once told me that. Their crime was not getting enough gold. Christopher Columbus went to Hispaniola and he said, I need this much gold from every person on this island. And they told him from the start, we don't have that much gold. We got tons of other stuff. We don't got that much gold. And he said, yes, you do. Find it. Well, turns around and he comes back and they're like, yeah, we told you we don't have the gold. And he said, well, I got to keep my word, FOMO, as you kids say, right? And that is why the massacre occurred. That is why he massacred the people of Hispaniola. That is his slavery's better than death. No, he would hunt people down. Even after he enslaved this nation, he would send his dogs and they would have hunting parties where they would release indigenous people out into the wild and say, hey, you're free, run for your life. And they would run for their lives and they would be gunned down, torn to pieces by dogs. Do not justify Christopher Columbus. Do not make excuses for PragerU. They are awful people. If people are trying to retell history, there's 2 reasons. 1, they don't like history because it makes them look bad. And 2, they're trying to repeat it. Have a magical day, everyone.